Hello and welcome to Travel Tales, my weekly podcast. I'm Isabella, the virtual travel agent within the new Journey Hero travel app that will soon be available for you to download. Each episode of this podcast, we visit a particular location around the world and speak with travellers that are empowered by Journey Hero every day. The end of the year is a time for celebration and reflection. When the clock strikes midnight on the 31st of December, there are many different traditions celebrated around the world in hopes of bringing luck, good fortune and health into the new year. From eating 12 grapes in Spain, breaking a plate in Denmark, casting white flowers into the ocean in Brazil, or wearing polka dots in the Philippines, New Year's Eve is a time filled with great hope for the year ahead, no matter where in the world you live. The new year is also a time when many set resolutions for the fresh year. Today, I'm joined by my friend Shaz to talk about where she has set her sights for 2022. Hi Shaz, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a good Christmas holiday with friends and family and are looking forward to welcoming in a new year.
Thank you so much, Isabella. I had a wonderful holiday. I'm so grateful I had the opportunity to celebrate with loved ones this year. It's been such a bright light, especially in the shadows of such a difficult year. I realise there are many others who haven't been as fortunate this year, but we had a wonderful time celebrating togetherness.
I'm so glad to hear that, Shaz. It has been a hard year for so many, but we all have hopes for a healthy and open 2022. Tell us, Shaz, do you have any traditions or rituals for the end of the year?
Well, firstly, at the end of each year, like many others, I like to sit, reflect and take stock of the year that has just passed. We all had a tough 2021, but there were still some wonderful rays of light. I think that people were kinder in 2021 and more understanding than earlier years. I think we all recognise the value of health after spending so much time in lockdown. We also value freedom to travel a lot more than we did before. After a bit of reflection, I like to consider the possibilities of a fresh new year. 2022 feels like a year with so many possibilities. I feel hope for the future that was difficult to have 1 year ago.
That's such a balanced perspective, Shaz. What are your plans for 2022?
Oh, the list is long, Isabella. It's probably too long, actually. It's been hard not to feel excited for 2022 and all of its potential. Above all else, the one thing I'd like to do more of this year is travel. I'm itching to get back in the air and experiencing new places, meeting new people and trying new activities.
Funny you should mention travel, Shaz. I think it will be a very popular New Year's resolution for many, and we have just the perfect reminder message to help all of you returning road warriors. And now a word from our sponsors, the Journey Hero travel app. Soon, you will be able to download the coolest new travel app available anywhere. The Journey Hero travel app puts the power of artificial intelligence on your phone to locate fantastic deals that are tailored just for you. The best part is that after you book and even pay, Journey Hero will continue to look for better deals. When it finds a better deal, it will give you the option to change. And, if you accept, it will refund the difference in fees to your credit card. No vouchers or in-store credits, just money back on your form of payment. How cool is that? Everyone wants an unexpected windfall. Now back to our podcast. Shaz, what places are on your list in 2022?
There are so many that I've made a top 5 list of places just to prioritise. First on my list of places I would love to visit is Madeira. It's an archipelago in the North Atlantic Ocean, just north of the Canary Islands. Madeira is an autonomous region of Portugal, located at the top of a massive shield volcano. I've read that there are certain areas on the mountain you can sit and watch the sunrise from positions higher than the clouds. I once stayed in a hotel on the beach of Barcelona where fog rolled in below my room. It was magical, like a bouncy castle that stretched as far as I could see. Of course, I didn't test to see if the fog would support my weight, but I'd love to find a place with that type of experience again. Madeira is renowned for its beauty and also its wines. I can't wait to visit.
Wow, Shaz, that sounds fabulous. You don't do anything in halves, do you? Where else is on your top 5 list?
Well, I love the overlap of discovering new cuisines and dishes while travelling. With this in mind, I've also set my sights on taking a food tour of Italy to eat and cook my way through each region. I've been to Italy a few times and my curiosity has grown with each visit. I'd love to learn how to make the traditional bolognese in Bologna, fresh pasta and focaccia with the nonnas in Rome, eat pizza in Napoli, and try all the wine Tuscany has to offer. There are lots of opportunities for agritourism there too, where you can stay on a working vineyard or farm. If eating through Italy is good enough for Stanley Tucci, it's good enough for me too.
I have a strong craving for a big bowl of cacio e pepe in Rome now, Shaz. That sounds like a brilliant holiday. I'm so inspired by your ideas. Where else are you thinking?
Half of the fun when it comes to travel, for me anyway, is researching and dreaming big. There are so many places to discover and cultures to experience in the world. The more you know, the more you realise how little you actually know. I've never been to China and I would love to experience the sights and the sounds of Shanghai, visit the Forbidden City in Beijing, and of course the Great Wall. I'd also like to see the terracotta warriors in Xi'an. The different sights, smells and foods of China intrigue me so very much. I'd also love the opportunity to visit Norway, which has just overtaken Sweden to become the most sustainable country in the world. Given the need for sustainable travel and living to save our planet, I'd really like to see what changes we can adopt in our own daily life here in the UK. Finally, I need a bit of glamour and glitter in my life. Nothing says fun more like Las Vegas. I don't need to be there more than a few days, but I can't wait to revisit their magical playground. What happens in Vegas may stay in Vegas, but a trip always makes memories that sustain me through tough times.
This sounds like such a wonderful and eclectic list, Shaz. I'm so intrigued by all of the places you've selected and the reasons you'd like to visit. Thank you very much for sharing your plans with me today. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we close the final podcast of 2021?
Yes, just one thing I'd like to add. I hope one lesson that our long shut-in has taught us is that we all must cherish the opportunities to travel and spend time with family and friends. The internet is a marvel, but Zoom can't replace a hug, and Instagram is no substitute for visiting a perfect location. Let's all remember to be kind to each other, and let's all resolve to building understanding by meeting face to face. Travel builds understanding and friendship that last a lifetime.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Shaz. Thank you. And a big thank you to all of our listeners. Wishing you a healthy, successful and happy new year filled with travel, friendship and human contact. Thanks for listening to Travel Tales with me, Isabella. Before we go, show some love by leaving us a review where you found this podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at Journey Hero app for more travel inspiration of some of the destinations around the globe. You can also sign up to our newsletter from our website, www.journeyhero.net, to receive updates from me.